Good morning. All right. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Okay, perfect. Uh-oh, what did I do? Okay. All right, perfect. YouTube always changing up stuff. God dang it. All right, cool. All right, I'm ready. How y'all doing on this good Saturday? All right, let's get into this read. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afrozine, and today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, 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 collective. Thank you so much for being here. It is truly appreciated. Thank you for all the tips, the donations, the shares, the commentary, your presence. It is truly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of the immense support that you have given to me. Don't forget to grab this copy of this book here, Wisdom Beyond Wounds. It was created by me to help and assist the collective with diving deeper into your shadows, so it'll help you get out of being still or stagnancy. All right. Again, thank you so much for your immense support. Let's get into this read. All right. Channel message here is inspiration turns into obsessive resentment. Okay. Inspiration turns into obsessive resentment. So, some people were never threatened by your existence until they tried to understand why they could not be what they could only imitate. It began as inspiration, but soon enough and quietly enough, it turned into high key surveillance over your life. So they surveil, they watch you like a hawk, right? And the reason being is because the closer that they study you, the more they discover something very unsettling. The quality they admired in you was not a skill they could copy. It was a structure they could not manufacture, they could not generate, they could not create. So inspiration becomes dangerous to a narcissist the moment it exposes their identity, or more so identity theft they cannot complete or can't compete with. Admiration is rarely innocent in their mind. It is investigation. They study your composure, your influence, the way others respond to you. The goal is quiet imitation or trying to copy off of you. Once they realize the trait they admired is anchored to something internal they cannot replicate, admiration fractures into hostility. So they become very, 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 very hostile once they realize that they cannot imitate the internal parts of you. Because remember, you're embodying this. You are embodying truth. You are embodying authenticity. Um, Whatever else you embody rareness, uniqueness, things of that nature. And these are things that they would love to embody, but if it's not within them, they won't be able to do it. So this is why their admiration, once they were a very, it's like, what's that saying? First they're sour, now they're sweet. But I will flip it around. First they were sweet, now they're sour. Obsessive resentment forms when your presence interferes with the role. Okay, remember, narcissistic individuals love, 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 love to live life by roles. When once you open up your mind or you see things from a different perspective, you're going to realize that these roles and titles kind of keep you in a space, or more so a complacent space of things. And people who more so live by the law of roles, or more so titles, they're going to do everything possible to ensure that that role or title stays intact. So, obsessive resentment forms when your presence interferes with the role they plan to play in the environment or the circumstance. Narcissists often enter spaces assuming they will naturally become the center of authority, admiration, or influence. When your authenticity quietly occupies that space without effort, it destabilizes the position they believe belong to them. Instead of questioning their assumption, they begin targeting the person who unknowingly displaced them. Ain't that something? Instead of questioning their assumption, because they're always assuming, going back to what I stated yesterday, they assume that you are being very secretive with your life. And even if you are, that is your goddamn right. You could be as secretive or as private as you want with your life. Whatever you feel is best for you, you can do that. But nonetheless, they strongly feel, based on their assumptions, that you are hiding something. So it is their duty or it's their job or it's their task to ensure to break down exactly what they think or assume that you are hiding from them. So they begin targeting you um, because they begin targeting you who unknowingly displaced them. Okay, so you're not aware as to what's going on at the point at the time it's going on. You in your own lane, you doing your own thing, you're minding your own business. And a lot of people don't like when individuals like yourself here tend to mind your own business or just kind of tend to yourself here, because it takes away the authority that they thought they had over you. So an example of this will be a narcissistic family. Okay, let's imagine a family member who once admired how relatives or other relatives naturally confided in you during gatherings. Let's say you went to a Thanksgiving gathering, a birthday party, an anniversary, a family reunion. Okay, this particular family member watched how other family members trusted your perspective and came to you for clarity during tense moments. Quietly, they begin inserting themselves into conversation. So let's say you're having a conversation with your grandmother figure or grandfather figure, and let's say your mom or a sibling comes along and they see you're having a conversation, but what you're speaking about is, it's really good sound advice. So you and your grandmother, grandfather are just having, positive banter amongst one another. Well, that mother figure or that sibling sees that and they don't like that, because now they feel like that you're taking away all of the attention from them in regards to the grandmother. So look at it this way. If you had like a loving grandmother or a loving grandfather or someone within the family dynamic, but more so we'll say the extended family member who was really on your side or who really rallied for you or who was more so an ally for you, they saw that person as the either matriarch or the patriarch of the family. And from a family sense of things, when someone sees that person as the matriarch or the patriarch, that means that they hold a lot of weight within the family dynamic. So a person, another cousin or another family member notices and sees that, and they're going to do everything possible to kind of shift all of the attention that either the matriarch has been given to you or the patriarch has been given to you, because that other family member don't want you to be seen as the person who's in control of self. Basically, they look at you as being in control of everything and everyone, but you don't operate in that way. You operate in a space where you are in control of self and you can't really do what other people do, or you can't really focus or control as to what other people may do around you. So so they begin inserting themselves into conversations, interrupting when others speak with you, or redirecting attention towards their own opinions. So let's just say, hey, Granny, thank you. Let's just say this is an example. Hey, Granny, how you doing? And your grandmother was like, hey, I'm doing all right. Hey, did you try out that apple pie I made? And then someone else from the other side heard you talking about apple pie. Oh, no, I don't like apple pie. Why would you make apple pie? You should have made pecan pie, or you should have made lemon meringue pie. Just kind of taking you out of the equation because you are speaking to that authorship or the big person within the whole family, again, the matriarch or the patriarch. So over time, something irritated them more than anything else. People still came back to you when they needed honesty. That simple pattern became very intolerable to the narcissist. So what once looked like admiration slowly turned into subtle sabotage. Small comments about you, thinking about, again, you think you know everything, you think you're better than us. And it's basically because your presence quietly held the trust they believed they should have had in the first place. So, channel message here is inspiration turns into obsessive resentment. And we're going to go deeper into the mechanics as to how far someone can take their once admiration that they had for you initially, and how obsessive and how dark it can turn when it turns into obsessive resentment. So the first thing they're going to do is that the person or the group of people who like you, they're going to tear you away from them. Okay, they're going to try to utilize the same tactics when people are paying attention to you, or people are, liking you or have a like towards you here. The admiration that you may receive from others really, really makes them very bitter within themselves here. So they have to find a way how to cut the ties between you and the individuals or the group of people that have been very inspired by you, may like you, may respect you, whatever the case may be. Okay. Now, they are also afraid of doing this here because they know that deep down, if anything was to crash and burn, or if anything was to more so be destroyed in the way that they're trying to keep it under wraps, they know that they could be in a lot of trouble. So this is something that they keep going back and forth in their head because they have to be very inconspicuous in the way that they're doing this here. And they do that by quietly trying to set subtle traps. Remember, life is very subtle. That's why there's symbolisms and signs all around us for us to catch the subtleties that people tend to utilize to keep their dirty hands hidden behind their back. So with that being said here, this person had to put you in a position, or trying to put you in a position where you are competing with them. They want you to be the cause of the reason why they have resentment towards you. They want you to take the blame for the reason why they have resentment over you or towards you. But competition is in reverse. They tried everything possible to put you in a competing match or a competition of something or whatever it is, take it how it resonates. And every time they tried to do that, not only did they get more scared, but they became even more resentful towards you. We have low self-esteem as well too. So the more that you show up in the world, whatever world this is, it could be online, it could be in a job setting, it could be in a family dynamic setting, it could be in a friend's circle, it could be in a school setting, however it resonates, okay? It could even be out in a store somewhere, just outside somewhere, okay? The more you show up in the world, the more their low self-esteem is being shown, not by themselves, but by everyone else as well too. They think that if you just completely go away, that everything will go back to normal. They won't have to think about you anymore. They won't always have to keep watching your page. They won't always have to keep talking about you in a negative way. They think that if they can just clap their hands or stomp their feet or twirl around or whatever, that you should just go away, and then everything will be back to where they want it to be, where all the attention was on them, but it never was on them. Thank you. The attention that they've always received was never positive attention. It was kind of wishy-washy attention because they already had neurotic type of, we'll say, movements or intentions anyways. And sometimes it would always slip out in a way where people would kind of catch it, but they would catch it in a way where they may kind of step back for a bit and pause, but they might not have been able to put all the puzzle pieces together. So since you keep showing up in the world in a very positive, beautiful, or handsome way, of course, it's setting this person off to the point where the low self-esteem there's no self-esteem at all. Like all of their self-esteem has completely been ran into the dirt, and they blame you for that. So we have spreading rumors about you, which is fine. They can do whatever they want. They thought that if they spread rumors about you, it was supposed to lower your self-esteem. But as I mentioned to you guys before, if it's not true, then you shouldn't. You should be in a space. I'll put it this way. They only want your reaction to prove a point. To prove a point that they were right. They weren't right. So why are you trying to prove a point to something that was wrong in the first place? They need their wrongs to be seen as right. They need their wrongdoings to be seen and shown as right. That doesn't make sense. Why would I confirm their wrongdoings as right when it's not right? If that makes sense, this is why they truly need you to be in a competition or a competitive spirit or a competitive whatever or match with them, because without you, it's not going to work. They only admired you because they thought they could copy you. That's it. That's all. That was their sole purpose, their sole mission. Get close to you, to watch you, to mimic you, to steal from you, then kick you to the side and try to be you. No, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work that way. So since it doesn't work that way, now they're telling people that you betrayed them. How did you betray them? How? You inspired this person to become better or to be better within their life. They were okay with that. They agreed to that. And they started to do things to better themselves. But when they got close to you or in proximity with you, they realized that they could not keep up with you. They realized that they could not keep up with you. This is why they feel betrayed, because they can't keep up with you. What the does that have to do with you? They're inspired by you, which is fine. That's great. But now their inspiration of you is turning into obsessive resentment because they can't be you. That's an identity crisis if you ask me. This is weird. This person's having an identity crisis and they cannot identify themselves without your inspiration. They are having an identity crisis because they cannot identify themselves without your inspiration. That is a very dangerous space, mind space, mental space that a person can be in. Because if a person don't know themselves, a couple of things can happen, of course. They can go off the deep end once the thing that they were, we'll say tethered to or anchored to no longer wants anything to do with them, meaning you guys here. Another thing here is they so inspired by you that they want people to think that you are copying off of them. The originator of anything. You guys are the originator of you. You cannot be duplicated. You can be mimicked, but even when people try to mimic you, it don't even look natural. So they have all these cards stack up against them or towards them here, and they're still trying to figure out why you won't fall. Because the originator would never fall. It never will. Your relevance will never fall. That's also facts too. The more they keep coming up against you, the more scared they become. So scared that they can't even leave their thoughts because they're so intertwined in their thoughts because of how they perceive you in their thoughts. They think their thoughts are true. And if they go against their thoughts, they think and feel that they'll be going against themselves. You want to take that how that resonates, because that could be spun in many different ways. But all they're doing here is they're really truly destroying themselves mentally is what they're doing, because they cannot be you. Not even be like you. They can't be you. It's a difference between being like someone, and I don't know about that. I want to be like you. Be you. Don't be like another person. Be yourself. But anywho, they can't be like you, and they sure enough can't be you. They cannot. And it's a very hard pill to swallow, because you're moving forward, or you have moved forward, or you're soon to move forward. And you're just leaving them there where they need to be, with the rumors, with the old ideologies, the old paradigms, the old way of thinking, all that foolish things. You just left it behind, as you should. Now they're stuck with all the things that they have created, and they're scared. They're really scared. They can't be like you, or they can't be you. So freak accidents, unexplained freak accident is happening. It's their mind. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. That is the absolute truth. What you give attention to is what's going to manifest in your world or in your reality. So if a person is continuously thinking negative, well, that's what's going to manifest. But if you're in a space where you are uplifting your spirits, you're uplifting your vibrations, your frequencies, things of that nature, well, then eventually you're going to get into a cycle of things where things are going to be plentiful and abundant for you in a very positive way. All they keep thinking about is the resentment that they have towards you. And the resentment just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing to the point here they can't explain that they're destroying themselves. They can't explain why all these hardships are surrounding them. They think you have something to do with this. How do you have something to do with another person destroying themselves when you're nowhere in the picture? You don't talk to this person. You don't care about this person. You don't check on this person. This person don't exist in your world. They don't exist in your mind. You don't wake up in the morning, I wonder what such and such, I wonder what the karmic is doing today. You don't give a damn. You don't. And that's also another hard pill that they have to swallow, that you don't give a damn. Why you don't care about me? Because there's nothing to care about. I'm being honest, if that makes sense. So they can't stand to see your shine. Okay, well then stop watching. They're the one that's a glutton, being a glutton for punishment. They are. I could never sit down and watch someone I don't like. That why would I? That's torture. That's mental torture, and that's emotional torture that I refuse to place on myself. If I don't like you, I don't like you, and I have every right to. I just leave you alone. I ain't even gonna say nothing to you. Just okay, whatever. We don't align. It is what it is. Let me just move on and just go on with my life. And I just move quietly, silently. I'm not going to disrupt my peace for anybody. I truly don't care who it is. I mean that. I don't care what your background is. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care where you came from. I don't give a damn who your family could be. I don't give a flying fart. I will not compromise my peace for foolishness. I just won't. I won't disrupt my peace for arguments and fights. And I damn sure won't disrupt my peace for someone allegedly being inspired by you, collectively, generally speaking, and then it turns into an obsessive resentment. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, seeking someone to perform or learn a cord cutting ritual. So if you did a return to sender, it hit them hard. It truly did. And they can't get out this woo-woo, hazy, mental, impoverished. This is real cloudy. They can't get out of this. They can't get out the head. So whatever you sent back, it hit hard. So they're looking for someone to perform a cord cutting ritual or to perform like a hex breaker. Secretly jealous and hating on your romantic relationship. If you're in a connection, you don't have to be. You could be in a connection with yourself. It really doesn't matter. Take it how it resonates. But however you show up in the world surrounding your connections or your relationships here, they're also resenting that about you too. Because the ones that they were successful in getting them to break away from you, I mean, it just tells you that y'all time has ended. Everyone is not going to stay in your life forever. Would I love that? Yeah, you know what? It really depends. These individuals were only on a certain path on your journey to teach you a lesson and for them to be learned the lesson as well too. Now, the real question here is the persons that you disconnected from, did they learn their lesson? Another question is, did you learn your lesson from the person or persons that you had to disconnect from? That's all we're here for. We're just here to learn from our mistakes, from our mess ups, you know, from our experiences, and once we are able to see it in the way we need to see it, well, then we'll be granted more abundance and prosperity and opulence and things of that nature. I can't believe it. They won't let me copy them. And this is how they sound, bruh. They're mad at you because you refuse to allow them to copy you. Be your own self. Be original. Shit, get your own shit. Lil Kim said it best. Get your own Why you riding mine? Shit. So they can't be open about how they feel about you, but yet again, they're still open in regards to how they feel about you. They don't want anyone to know that they resent you, but their mouth is doing all the talking. Their actions are showing everything in regards to the resentment, the strong resentment that they have towards you. But yet again, they don't want anyone to know that they resent you. But their action and words show otherwise. Come on, bruh. I don't want you to know that I don't like you, but proceeds to show us and tell us that they don't like us. And you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, and I don't like, and I don't like, and I don't like, and I don't like, and yeah, they think, and they think, and they think, and yeah, and they this, and they that. And you're looking at, oh, okay. Remember the subtleties in life. I'm going to keep saying it till it sticks. Life is subtle. Sometimes we miss the signs and it be right in front of our face. That's why life is subtle. Because if everything was like boom, bam, boom in your face, some of us, including the ones that can handle the truth, you might not be able to handle the truth in that space, in that time, if that makes sense. Sometimes truth has to be spoon-fed, despite you are willing and wanting to know the truth. You can't get all the truth at one time. That's why life is so subtle. Sometimes the subtleties in life are mistaken for something else, or sometimes you bypass it. This is where the signs and this is where the symbols come in. And people always show you who they are if you're open enough to see it in the way you need to see it. They kept hiding the truth of you and telling people that you were liars, or you lied and you did not. So when the truth finally surfaced, they could not handle the truth of you. They could not handle that they were truthfully inspired by you to do better in life. And there's nothing wrong with that. I actually encourage that, of course. But they could not handle that as close as they could get to you, or more so in proximity or close proximity to you. They realized that it was a lot more than they bargained for. They thought she was just a regular degular person, and you're not a regular degular person. I'm gonna say it. You're not, collective. You are relevant. Okay? You are relevant. Not irrelevant, not IRRELEVANT. You are relevant. RELEVANT. Put some respect on the collective's name. You doing your work, right? You being truthful to self, right? You embody your authenticity, right? Well, yes, you're going to have to put some, not you too, meaning you better put some respect on your name. You should be doing that every damn day. But they gonna have to put some respect on your name too, because you will forever be relevant in this MF, period. Whoever don't like it, I don't know what to tell them. But you ain't going nowhere because you got stuff to do, okay? You got stuff to do. Throwing word magic at you, throwing hateful words towards you, it's not affecting you, and it's being bounced back onto them. Now they're looking for someone to break a hex. What hex? Where's the hex? Where's the baneful magic? If a letter is sent to your home, or a package is sent to your home and it does not belong to you, you can RTS it, return to sender. This package does not belong to me. This mail does not belong to me. And what do you think the post office is going to do? They're going to do exactly that. They're just returning what doesn't belong to you to the sender. They're trying to break a hex from a hex that they created. They're trying to break their own hex that they sent to you, and they don't know how to do it. Well, nobody told them to open up Pandora's box. Nobody did. Nobody told them to be ignorant. Nobody told them that this was a hard game that would not end well at the end. Oh, you're putting a hex on me. Oh, you put something on me. What did you put on them? What? People who are inspired don't have time for foolish shit like that. I'm being so for real with you. You don't have time doing all that weird shit towards other people. You focusing on you. Because they never thought or anticipated that their own nasty, foul energy was going to be pushed back onto them. They never expected that. They never had expectations of self in the first place. You actually created their expectations by them becoming and being inspired by you. You created their expectations, or their expectations were created when they became inspired by you. That's the truth. Your relevance is the truth. Every day in the mirror, I'm relevant. Yes, you are. I'm intelligent. Yes, you are. I'm going to do big things in this world. Yes, you are. I'm going to be successful. However that resonates for you. Yes, you are. Everything that you speak over your life in a positive manner. Yes, you are. I'm in agreement. Everything that you speak positive over your life, I'm in agreement with. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. Yes, you are. I'm going to get this new car. Yes, you are. I'm going to get me a new place. Yes, you are. And they don't like that. They don't like that your relevance holds weight. Yeah, heavy contender in these streets, spiritual streets, mundane streets, however it resonates. Somebody smoking or just lit a cigarette. Or somebody could be stress smoking. So whoever that resonates for, you say you want to stop smoking. Okay? Could be a mother figure, however it resonates. I don't know. Somebody said they want to stop smoking. And I just felt like a whiff of cigarette, like a menthol. I ain't gonna be too much your business. The mother figure, boom, or it could be family. Don't like the fact that you are the one that's inspiring others. I mean, mother figure think you're showing them up because you're inspiring other people. You're too young to be the matriarch of the family, or you're too young to be the patriarch of the family. It doesn't matter what age you are. It really doesn't. You are the new sheriff in town. You are the new person, the appointed person of this family dynamic, whether it's the actual family, and you don't have to be a part of them to still be a matriarch or patriarch of the family. You can create your own, so take it how it resonates. But your tenacity and the determination of self is being shown in front of everyone to see. And people like it. People love it. People are inspired. And there's nothing wrong with that. People are making better decisions and choosing better options to enhance the quality of their life. And there's nothing wrong with that. What they think is wrong with it is that people are not following them. Why would you want to follow someone also? Even though you could be inspired by another person, I still don't recommend to follow them. Hopefully, let me see if that makes sense. Yes, somebody, let's say somebody create a coloring book, just an example, and you got inspired to make a coloring book. Okay, cool. Give the person the props, but create your own lane or create your own branch from the inspiration that you receive from the original person. If that makes sense. Like, still tap to your own beat. Yeah, I learned from such and such. Yeah, they real cool. Yeah, and they this and they that. Yeah, I was inspired by them and they inspired me to do this. Or I was letting inspired by this person to do that. That's good. But still find your own lane, if that makes sense. Yeah, still find your own lane, of course. But give props and props is due for the person that inspired you. The inspiration, or they want people to be inspired by them, by their wrongdoings, by their filthy and uncouth mannerisms, their incoherent BS of foolishness that they state and speak towards other people. This is what they want people to be inspired by and of when it comes to them. They want people to be inspired that it's okay to hurt and harm other people. This is how they perceive themselves. They want other people to be inspired that it's okay to lie and to take from others. And when people are watching them and they thinking that it's right to do these things, they looking at them like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell? That's why when they got close to you, because they were very naive when they came to you, they didn't know you. Family, friend, ex-lover, lover, sibling, child, whoever, however, they did not know you. They did not. That's why they got close to you as much as they could. They thought if they were as close as they could to get close to you, that they would learn everything about you when they didn't learn anything about you at all. Well, how do you know that? Admiration is rarely innocent. In their mind, it is investigation. They study your composure, your influence. They study your composure, your influence, the way others respond to you. The goal is quiet mimicking you. Okay? Once they've realized the trait they admired is anchored to something internal they cannot replicate, admiration fractures into hostility. Now they're becoming hostile. They're right next to you. They're sitting right next to you, or they're in close proximity next to you, and their whole demeanor and their whole energy start to shift because you're doing well, or you've hit, you cracked something and it kind of just took off. That makes sense? So, oh yeah, I just got this done and I just succeeded at this, and they looking at you like, oh, well, how you do that? But yet they close to you. They're close to you to mimic you. That's it. That's it. What? My Cash App is in my comments. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, that's my Cash App. Anywho, they get close to you to mimic you. And when they realize they can't mimic you, okay, let me pull out this magnifying glass real quick. Let me see what the collective got going on here. Whoa, what the hell is that? Oh my God. What you mean? And look at the card that came out. Energy drain. So they're literally draining themselves for trying to stay close to you. They're literally draining themselves. They're draining themselves to get closer to you. And then when everything's said and done, they're mad at you because they drained themselves out. Make it make sense. They don't sleep at night. They probably don't eat. We all know for sure they don't shower because they trying to figure out what can they figure out about you. The inspiration was nothing but them surveilling over your life. That's all it was. Was it truthfully inspiration? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But we do know they're here. You're tired of your shit. You ain't giving up anything. You ain't supposed to. Now they got a grudge. Who cares? Let them have the grudge. That's what they get for being naive. Remember, they thought that you were naive. You weren't. You were aware. But why would you tell them that you were aware of them? No, let that bird squawk. Yes. Squawk, 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 squawk. Let the bird squawk. Leave it in its habitat. And just watch it, because we all know when you get close to a bird, that bird gonna fly away. Let the bird be in its habitat and just watch it. Squawk, 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 collective squawk, collective squawk, 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 collective. You know how much squawks it takes for them to be in the space where they're draining themselves out? Do you understand that gossip is very draining at times? That's why I don't partake in it. We talking about the same thing again? Man, get the fuck out of here. What? The collective again? All right, what the collective do? And they did. It's like a hamster wheel. A hamster wheel. They are entitled, or they thought. They sued. And they sued wrong. They thought you were naive because you didn't know them. You knew them. You knew them. You knew exactly what they were going to do. And you allowed them to do it to prove a point. And the point has been proven. Inspiration turns into obsessive resentment. And that's what they truly spooked about when it comes to you. I got bad attitude. Who cares? I'm gonna get you, sucker. Y'all remember that movie, I'm gonna get you, sucker? Excuse me. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Oh man, they don't have good vibes. Can't stand your ass. How dare you? We got victim mentality is in reverse. This is not working anymore. The woe is me, the crying crying on cue with their tears is not working. All their hard work went to shit. All of their hard work and trying to make you look like something that you're not, it went to shit. It truly did. Yeah, it went to shit. Toxic is shit, isn't it? It was a shitty thing to do on their end. All right, this person is unemployed. They're in financial failure. Okay. They don't trust anyone. Anytime someone speaks your name, they don't trust that person that speaks your name. You are relevant, collective. I'm going to keep saying it. They don't trust nobody that speaks your name. Yes, collective, that show relevance with your bad self. They scressed out with a K. Not with a T, with a K. SKRESSED, scressed, yeah. That heifer is scressed. And a heifer could be a man or a woman, okay? But that heifer is scressed. Oh man, a message is coming. Dark energy. Yeah, they're going to succumb to their dark energies. They truly are. Mm, mm, mm. While they succumbing to their foolishness, you're going to have financial success. So take that how that resonates. Somebody may have went to see, this not for everybody, of course, take it how it resonates. Somebody may have went to a psychic to talk about your financial success. That psychic lost their gifts. Ah, Jesus Christ. What? So, oh wow. So it seems like here that every time you're, oh, that makes sense. Every time your name is brought up, it seems like this person goes to a high priestess, a warlock, a witch, a psychic, someone that can see, that can pry or whatever. But they utilize their gifts for bad. And every reader or psychic person that they went to in regards to you, they lost their gifts or they had a lot of bad luck happening to them or started to happen for them. Could be a Virgo, take it how it resonates. They're heartbroken by this. Yes, they gambled. Your name is relevant. Your name is relevant. They gambled. You know how sometimes they say don't say a certain person's name or don't say like Candyman's name or as another person. If you call Can't Stand in the Mirror, you call Candyman's name 3 times, they would appear in that kind of way. I ain't making it up. It said witchcraft is in reverse though. It's not working. Could be a Libra. However it resonates. Every time they call your name, they keep getting hit. Bang! They can't hide this. You're not in communication with this person. This person is depressed beyond. They're in a lot of self-doubt. They are a danger to themselves. They are fake rich. All because of obsessive resentment. Don't put yourself in any space of being resentful of anyone. This is divine collective I'm speaking to. Don't put yourself in a space where you may become envious or jealous. And hear me out. If at any point in time, Miss Blacklist to say authentic poverty, oh shit. If at any point in time you may, because we're human, we have emotions, okay? If at any point in time you may feel a slight or slightness of envy or jealousy of someone, stop right there and ask yourself, where is that coming from? You are allowed and you are entitled to ask yourself why that feeling of resentment or envy or jealousy may be coming up, because it's going to help you get to the root of the issue as to why, you know what I mean? And that's okay. What is that saying there is that you are emotionally aware, mentally intelligent, mentally aware, and also spiritually aware as well too, that something that you is coming up is you know, like, okay, yeah, I don't like that. Let me sit down and figure out why this is happening in that way. And this is how you shift the dynamics in the situation, okay? But them, on the other hand, they know that they're envious and jealous of you. Yeah, they hit rock bottom with their self-esteem. They really did. They feel like they can't live up to you. They can't match you. They can't. That's the truth. That is the truth. Difference between high self-esteem and low self-esteem. You have high self-esteem. They have low self-esteem. What am I missing? Could be a Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio. They could be. However it resonates. You could be an Aquarius. Or they could be an Aquarius. However it resonates. Rival is in reverse. It's just a waste of time. This whole situation, literally, figuratively, metaphorically speaking, spiritually too, is a waste of time. A waste of your time, a waste of your good sources, a waste of your good resources, a waste of your patience, a waste from things that really should have your attention. This is a waste of time. They're just trying to waste your time to stay close to you in proximity, to continue to be obsessive over you in a very resentful way. No, cut it off. If you have not, cut it off and let them squawk, squawk, squawk. Let them squawk until the cows come home. We have legal matters here, manifestation, children is here. You're going to win a court case. Okay. Could be a Gemini, a Pisces, however it resonates. Yes, that's an actually great way of looking at that. So Alfredo Panetta states on YouTube, progress versus regress. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Justice is here for you. Career success is here for you. Taurus, there's someone that could be using things. Someone's making Campbell's soup, or you're making your own chicken noodle soup. There's something with soup today. Or you're wanting to make soup. Let me drink some of this tea. I made some clove tea. It is like, yeah, it's bitter. I added honey and I added lemon, but it's like, yeah. I'm gonna get used to it. Yeah, you are going to win. Yeah, it's very, very bitter, very tart. Yeah. You're going to win, or you're going to succeed. Reunion here. You're getting ready to be reunited with a child or kids. Yes, when you so make sure if you're using clove powder, make sure that you strain it first, because if you don't strain it, it's going to give off that very overwhelming taste. But it's good for inflammation. It's good for a lot of things. So, not the whiskey face. Steve said that's the whiskey face. Child, I don't even drink no whiskey. Hell nah. Yes, it's good for your immune system. It's good for, I think, constipation. It's good for your teeth. It's good for a lot of things. All right, so we have karmic message here. You're welcome. We have karmic message. They need help. Help! They the clangalangs. All right, so the clangalangs is something that I made up when you have a cup and you have the jail bars. And they're taking the cup and they, hey, I need help. I need help. Yeah, they the clangalangs. They clanging their cup against the jail wall, the bars. I need help. Clangalang, clangalang. So they need help. Fear and mirror effect. Yeah, they are afraid. Oh man, They are afraid that the mirror that they're seeing or the things that they're seeing in the mirror is being reflected back onto them. Call them helpers to coagulate. Oh man, that is too funny. We got strength in reverse. Could be a Virgo. Somebody could be born on the 19th day. 10. Someone could be born on the 10th day. Somebody could be born on the 19th day. Regeneration is in reverse. To be born on the 17th. What sign is that? That's Aries. So far we have Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Libra, Scorpio, Taurus. Purification is in reverse, Gemini. So they have no strength, they cannot regenerate, and they can't cleanse themselves off of this. They can't take their hex off of them. Then why do it in the first place? We have divination and longevity. Yeah, this hex, or we'll just say self-hate, because that's what the hex is. It's really self-hate. Somebody can be born on the 14th. Someone could be 39 years old. These are both Scorpio energy. Okay, both Scorpio energy. The longevity of the divination that they have done over your life, it's going to be, yeah, it's an agreement. It's not going anywhere. This hex or this self-hate or what they have for themselves, it's not going anywhere because they can't get out of it. Libra, Scorpio, take it how it resonates. Somebody could be 24 years old. Somebody could be 42. You may have an elder that's 93 or turning 93, or may have passed at the age of 93, or someone could be born in 1939 or 1993. Someone could be born in 1942 or 1941. Clarity is in reverse. Yeah, they don't have any clarity. They don't. Could be a Virgo, strong Scorpio, strong Libra. If you see the all-seeing eye, which is basically the third eye, this card was in reverse. They can't see anything. This is why they're reaching out to other readers, or I'll say other seers, to see what they can see in your life, and they can't see anything into your life. Anyone that attempts to pry into your life, they fall. They fall really bad. Leadership is in reverse. Strong Gemini and strong Libra. Clearly, they didn't know how to play this game, and they got their ass handled in this game that they can't play. Yeah. So we have Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio. They could be a Scorpio. We have Aries. You could be an Aries. They could be an Aries. We have Virgo. Strong Virgo. Okay. Virgos don't really come out as much in the reads. But hey, Virgos. We have Cancer. You could be a Cancer. They could be a Cancer. We have Pisces. You could be a Pisces. They could be a Pisces. Cancer. Virgo. Strong Virgo. Okay, the Virgo's coming out. Y'all coming out of hermit mode. I see y'all. I see y'all, Virgos. Leo. Take it how it resonates. All right, we have Gemini. And Taurus. So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you would like to join us in the Wisdom Beyond Wounds group, you're more than welcome to join us. We are on Facebook, okay? That group was created to help you dive deeper into your shadows, okay? Sometimes when, you know, you're going through a lot of, we'll say, really off the wall, insane experiences, to the people outside that have never experienced it, they kind of ignore you, or they think that you're not well, and we all know that's not the case. So I built that community to help like-minded individuals such as myself and you here that have a space where people understand, okay, this is real, this is true. Narcissists, abuse is really true, and I'm very, very passionate about making sure that we bring a lot of light to that and bring some changes surrounding that. And while we're bringing changes surrounding that, you can also change as well too by doing the work, the shadow work, to help you get out of that space of feeling very complacent or feeling very stagnant in life. So that's my passion here. All right. So if you want to join us on in Wisdom Beyond Wounds group, you're more than welcome to. We are on Facebook. All right. Get ready to go into that group after I get off of here. But again, you are here in this world to thrive and not survive. I want each and every one of you guys to thrive in whatever it is that you decide to do. Always make your day the best day, every day. Positive, okay? Wisdom beyond wounds. Yep, wisdom beyond wounds. Wisdom beyond wounds. And that's on Facebook. This book is on Amazon. All right? Go out there, be freaking great, because you owe that to yourself. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your immense support. It is truly appreciated. Go out there. Be who you are. You're relevant. Come on. Y'all relevant. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. All right. Let me give y'all some flowers. Let me give y'all some flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Come get these flowers, 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 flowers. All right. Love you guys. Take care. See y'all soon. And yeah. Love, love. Love y'all. Love, love, love. See y'all. See y'all later. Love y'all.